Game 2 of the Los Angeles Lakers-Minnesota Timberwolves NBA playoff series was not a referendum on Lakers coach JJ Redick. A loss would not have been any indicator of Redick's future success as an NBA coach. But another home loss and a 2-0 series deficit with Games 3 and 4 in Minneapolis would have ratcheted the pressure on the first-time NBA coach. That's the way the playoffs work. Redick knows that, and he avoided that scenario as the Lakers won Game 2, 94-85, and even the best-of-7 series at 1-1. After almost every playoff game, it's on the losing coach/team to make adjustments for the next game based on what happened in the previous game. Former NBA coach and TNT analyst Stan Van Gundy often said the biggest game-to-game playoff adjustment was play harder, set forceful screens, sprint to your spot, hustle back on defense. Even pros lose focus. You can talk scheme, and that is important, but sometimes playing with a greater purpose for more possessions is the answer. The Lakers did that in Game 2. "We were physical," Redick said. "The playoffs require a different level, and like I said pregame, it took us 2.5 quarters in Game 1 to get to that level of physicality." It wasn't the prettiest performance. The Lakers didn't reach 100 points for the second consecutive game, but they held the Timberwolves to a season low in points, and after Minnesota torched the Lakers for 21 threes, a franchise playoff record, in Game 1, it made just 5 threes in Game 2. As much as the NBA is considered a players' league, coaches matter. It helps Redick that 2 of his assistant coaches are longtime former NBA head coaches in Scott Brooke and Nate McMillan. Coaches need to show players where they can be more physical and where greater effort is necessary. They need to study video with their staff and counter what worked for the opponent. Of course, Redick made adjustments. Before Game 2, he said, "Not giving away our adjustments. Got to play harder." As Game 2 unfolded, Redick had more actions for LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves, trying to create mismatches and better scoring opportunities. Even though James and Doncic scored more combined points in Game 1, 56, than they did in Game 2, 52, they were better offensively. They had just 4 assists between them in Game 1, including just 1 from Doncic. They matched that total in the first quarter of Game 2 and finished with a combined 16 assists. Doncic was 1 assist from a triple-double, and his passing was superb, especially in the paint. Reaves scored 16 points, same as Game 1, but he was more active and missed a few shots that he normally makes. Redick loves the strategic part of the game. You can tell that by listening to him, whether it was on his podcast or in interviews this season as Lakers coach. Now, it's Timberwolves coach Chris Finch's turn to tinker. He just doesn't have those same Hollywood lights shining on him.